Alright, so the car's back in the garage. We're going to go ahead and start throwing that new performance engine in. First thing I'm going to do though is take the exhaust off and the drive shaft. I should have done that in the first video, but I was being lazy. Taking that off is going to make it way easier to put this new engine and transmission assembly in. This is why I pulled off the exhaust and the shielding. It's really difficult to get the shift linkage to go back in that hole when you have a whole bunch of stuff underneath, as well it is kind of difficult to get the drive shaft back on that guibo unless you have access to it. Off camera, I attached the transmission mount to the car, shift linkage into its slot on the body, and then reattach the drive shaft to the guibo. Put the clutch slave on with the two 13 mils right here. All I have left is to put this reverse switch back on. Alright, so instead of putting the whole car back together and not being able to run it for a little while, I just put the radiator actually on a battery and then over on a 2x4, and now we just connected all the hoses. We're running water for now just to get the water circulating, cleaning the engine and the heater core. We're going to let it get up to operating temp, build oil pressure, and then check compression before we continue putting everything back on the car. Morning. Is it recording? As far as the extra little accessories I need to figure out, I ended up putting the vacuum booster line right here off of the nipple that was already part of the intake. Then I put two pipe thread little nipples here, one for the actual emissions vent from the tank, and one of them for a breather for the crankcase. I ran this hose here originally from up here down to the bottom of the dipstick tube. However, I had to put a T-fitting, and that T-fitting runs from that and that to here. Has a little vent here. Alright, well this is where this series ends. The whole car is back together, engine's in, it runs really good. There's a couple loose ends I gotta figure out, like I need to find a cone filter that fits there. And then I'm actually, right now, I need to find a better way to mount the mass airflow sensor onto that silicone hose. I'm gonna have to get it tuned at some point, so I'll make another video on that one of these days. All in all, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Thanks for watching again. Take it easy. Bye-bye.